How's it going? Derek. Here in Florida. How you doing, YouTube? Thought I'd come to you today and talk a little bit about lucid dreaming in the name of, you know, making the best of everything. I mean, you do go to sleep every night, and you do dream. I know some of you out there will say, well, I don't dream. Well, if you didn't dream, you'd be psychotic. So, yeah, you probably do dream. Maybe you don't remember your dreams. It doesn't mean you don't dream. Now, there's a lot of confusion out there over lucid dreaming, and it's very simple, really. All it is when you're dreaming, you know that you're dreaming, which gives you some level of control over what happens. I've noticed the level of control varies based on the state of your mind, or based on the state of my mind. This is my own personal experience I'm talking about. But right now we're just going to talk about simple methods for getting there in the first place, realizing that you're dreaming. The one that I find works best for me, or has worked best for me over the years, is if you make a habit of, whenever you see something written, and yet you have to really make it habitual. Do it several times a day. Like right here, see Dijon cigarettes, and I read that it says Dijon. I look away and remember what it says, Dijon. Look at it again, Dijon. So that means I'm awake. If I were asleep, it would say something different. And that's the thing. And this is where, now this is just a tool for putting your mind into that state of awareness, of really paying attention to your surroundings. Now, if you really make a habit of this, and here's the thing: is you can't do it like Dijon, read the same. You can't do it like not paying attention. You have to put your full attention on it, otherwise it can slip past you. It can change words and you wouldn't even notice because you're not really looking. So really, in some ways, it's an exercise for helping you to focus your attention on where you are, what you're doing. I found sometimes just that state of mind, when I start to look at something when I'm in a dream, makes me realize that it's a dream. And of course, once you do realize you're in a dream, fly, do all kinds of crazy stuff, and it's a lot of fun. But there's also a lot of things that you can learn, plumbing the depths of your own subconscious, so to speak. There's also the light switch technique, which was talked about in the film Waking Life, where you turn a light switch on and off. If it's off and it won't go on. Now, of course, that could just be a blown bulb or a blown fuse or anything, so that could throw you. But if it's on and it won't go off, and you know that's the switch to that light, then I've noticed radios, televisions. Sometimes I can change the channel or whatever, but I can't turn them off or turn them down. Sometimes I have trouble with the volume. Apparently, digital clocks or digital watches. If you have a digital watch, that's a great thing to make a habit of, because it's on your wrist already. Of course, very few people do these days. Most of us carry cell phones, right? But if you do, or even your cell phone, because apparently the numbers, they have a hard time staying stable in the dream. I don't know why that is, but I think it has something to do with, well, it seems like objects, from my experience, objects remain not only stable, but they remain the object that they are. And if they have writing on them, the writing just changes. Like if you have a bottle of water, and you can just, it's still a bottle of water, it's just a different brand of bottled water. And when you run out of, if you keep doing it and you run out of brands that it'll start making up things. Your brain will start making up things, which is always interesting and always fun. When you do it with a common object that only has a specific words on it, like a stop sign, that's when it's really weird, because you look at stop signs, you stop, you look away, you look back in a dream, and for me, this is what I've noticed. There'll be these weird letters that almost look Cyrillic, but don't really. It's kind of like your brain doesn't really know what to do. It can't write stop again, but it's got to put something up there. So that's always kind of interesting. But yeah, I just thought I'd share some of these ideas with you, and hopefully it'll help you to have your own lucid dreaming adventures. And if you have any good ones, report back to me. Let me know. And cheers.